Hey guys, Slysssa here, and buddies are coming back to Battlegrounds. Yes, next week we have a big patch coming, a big shakeup patch where buddies are coming back into Battlegrounds, and that means we're gonna need new buddies to fill for all those new heroes that have come into the game. So let's check out the new buddies. But before we do that, let's check out what's kind of changing with buddies, because in the past we had a buddy meter, but that is now gone, and we now have a new system for buddies, which is this buddy button. The buddy meter has gone away for this buddy button. That meter, what used to be super tilting, because if you remember in the past, when you wanted your buddy and it would slightly fill up and you didn't really know why it was filling up, and then all of a sudden it's at 99% and you don't get your buddy. It was super frustrating. So now they've reworked it to be a buddy button. And it all kind of depends on what tavern tier your buddy is. In the past, buddies were tiered 2 through 4, and now they're tiers 1 through 6. And each one costs a different amount based on their tavern tier. So the low tavern tier 1s, those cost way less. Tavern tier 6, they cost way more. And for example, tavern tier 6 costs 21 gold to get. To press the button, you have to have 21 gold. But that cost reduces based on if you win, tie, or lose a combat. Cost reduces by 3 if you win or tie, reduces by 2 if you lose. So basically, if you have a lower tavern tier buddy, you get to get it faster. But you get to decide when you get it based on the gold. Keep in mind with the new buddy button that once you press it one time, the cost is going to reset, and it's going to be more expensive the second time around, because that second time around is when you're going to go get the 2 extra copies, possibly a golden version. So yeah, it's going to get reset and increase in player price slightly. All right, so now that we're done with that, let's go look at the new buddies. The first one, which is so cute, is Watfin. Watfin goes with Murloc Holmes. He's so cute. He is a tier 3 Watfin, and he is a beast. So knowing that means he can scale on your board, which is really nice. And he reads that after you guess correctly with Detective for Hire, meaning your hero power, get a plain copy of a minion. Yes, so you get to get the minion that you just guessed, which is so funny because every time I play Murloc Holmes, I always think I'm gonna get the minion and I never do. I just get a coin. So now you actually get the minions. Oh my god! So really cool. I'm excited for Watfin. Super cute. 10 out of 10. All right, next up is Queen Ashara. I actually haven't seen this minion yet, so I'm gonna be reacting to it live. Imperial Defender tier 3, 2/4, so kind of small for a 2/4. But whenever you cast a spellcraft spell on a different minion, you cast it on this. Ah, okay. Inherently gets all the spellcraft stuff. So while it's only a 2/4, it would scale quite well with the spellcraft. So it seems pretty good. Like, you can get a divine shield on it. You can make it golden. I don't know if that does anything. But cool card. I like it. Seems good. I don't know what the golden version of it does. I don't know if that means if it does it permanently versus not. It doesn't say here. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you think that this minion should do something different when golden, or if you know more information. Just let me know in the comments. All right. Next up, we have Azamat. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, even up. I never play him. But his buddy is Tamuzo. He has Avenge to upgrade Tentacular by 1/1, and he is a beast. So Avenge 2 and your Tentacular gets to scale. Seems pretty cool. I like that it's a beast. I don't know how good it is. Tier 3. I don't know about this one. It seems a little boring, but you could really get it going early. The thing about this hero is early you're not really selling your minions, right? You're not selling your minions till later in the game when you get some sort of comp going and you're cycling. But this gives you a way to scale it early by getting early like undead or mechs with death rattle. So I feel like this would be good, but again, how early can you get it? Because it's a tier 3. I'm not sure how early you can grab a tier 3 with the new buddy system. So we'll have to see on this one. Oh, it is his... I'm just realizing that his name is Azumat backwards. I figured that out all on my own. Did you? All right, next up we have Lady Vash. Her buddy is a tier 2, so a lot quicker to get to. Coilfange Elite, 3/4. After a spellcraft minion appears in Bob's Tavern, get a copy of its spell. Oh, that's nasty. This seems so good to me. Like, you don't have to buy the spellcraft minions, right? You just roll 10 times just to get a bunch of spellcraft, so you don't need those cycle spots. Or you can maybe leave one cycle spot so you get double the spellcraft. I don't even know what's better, if it's spending 10 gold to roll is better or spending the gold to buy and get. We'll have to find out. Someone math that for us and tell us in the comments. But this seems pretty good, especially because it's a tier 2. So Lady Vash might be really scaling up as a hero this time around. All right, High Spearin Tagwaggle. Togwaggle? Tagwaggle? Tog, I don't know. Togwaggle. He has a tier 4 buddy. This is the highest tier we've seen so far. Pyra's excited. It's Waxadred the Drippy. Ooh, so drippy. Battlecry. Refresh Bob's Tavern with the highest tier minion from each opponent's warband. What? Oh, hold. I'm going to reread this because this is the first time reading it. Refresh Bob's Tavern with the highest tier minion from each opponent's warband. So in my head, this means if one of your opponent has a 5-drop, a 4-drop, a 5/5/6, then the shop would have a 5/4 5/5/6 in it. So it's like a 7-shop thing. And you get one from each of your opponents. That's how I'm reading this. I hope I'm reading this correctly. It is an elemental dragon, so that's pretty cool. It seems like something that you would play and sell, though, because then when you get your next 2 buddies on the next time around, you'd want those battle cries to, you know, use each one individually as opposed to getting a golden version and only getting it one time. So it seems like something you'd play, sell, and then you could hero power to grab a ton of high tier minions. It's a tier 4, but that's actually better that it comes later, because if it came early, then you're just going to get a bunch of a refresh of low minions, right? You want to wait. So this seems really good. And I do wonder if you can get a minion from a dead opponent. If there's an opponent that's dead, does that mean you get less minions in the shop? Something we don't know, but we'll have the science to find out. So far, I think this is a really good buddy. All right. For Sire Nathanos, we get Shady Aristocrat. It is a tier 2, 2/2. Battlecry, discover a quest. Complete it to get an 8 complete it to get an 8 gold coin pouch. You discover a quest. Once you complete the quest, you get a pouch in your hand, which is a spell. And when you play the spell, you will get 8 coins in your hand. I'm pretty sure about this. I'm not positive. But that's my best guess. I think this is cool because it's cheap, right? And you sell it off. So then when you do it again, you get 2 more. And so basically it's 24 extra gold with this hero early because it's a tier 2. It should definitely work with brand, by the way. I think you'll get 2 coin pouches with brand. So it's definitely one of those ones that you sell off and then you get more with brand later when you get the next 2. Oh man, I feel like this is really dirty. Sire Nathanos now an APM hero, apparently. All right, Sylvanas Windrunner, here is her buddy. A tier 5. This is the highest tier buddy we've ever seen. Keep in mind, in the past, buddies were between tier 2 and 4. But now they've changed buddies to be from tier 1 to 6 That makes it a bit easier to balance, right? You can make the really crazy greedy ones a tier 6, the really bad ones tier 1. So now we have 1 through 6, and this is tier 5. It's a battle cry. It's an undead, and it's Nathanos Blightcaller. I hope I said that right. Battle cry, remove a friendly minion. Give its stats to its neighbors. Interesting. So it's kind of like Golden Ball, but you get to determine where the ball lands. So hear me out. You can... Yeah, it's just it's a golden ball, and golden balls are real nice. So I feel like this is pretty good. And yeah, with Bran, it's even crazier. So at first when I read this, I was like, eh. But really thinking about it, I think this is pretty good. You can do some crazy shenanigans with it. I think that would work with Bran. Because you'd give it stats to its neighbors, and then you'd give it stats to its neighbors. Because you're adding the stats on, right? It doesn't sound like it's changing stats. It sounds like it's adding stats. So if it's adding stats, then I think it would do it twice. But if it's just changing stats to be the same, then it wouldn't work. Yeah, and then you have dragons in the shop and you just sell it on the chromies. Oh, gross. Okay, cool. No, you sell everything onto the chromie. You buy the chromie, and then you use Bran to put it on 2 divine shields next to it. Or not divine shields, cleaves. And you move the chromie stats onto cleaves. Oh, disgusting. All right, the jailer has Mawsworn Soulkeeper. It is a tier 3, 3/3 undead. Death rattle, summon 3 random tier 1 units. A mini boat! It's a mini boat, man. You guys wanted boat back, you got boat back. There's a mini boat. And this is pretty cool because you're summoning 3 random tier 1s. If an undead are in, then there's a lot of, you know, reborns and stuff. So then jailer will really get on board faster. How good is this? I don't know. But it also has an undead tag, meaning that it can scale. So if it can scale, I think it's better than it might first appear. Both back, baby. And you can give it reborn with a tier 5 undead. That's a reborn boat. We wanted a boat and we got a dinghy. All right, next we have Enhanso Medico. Tier 2. Minions in Bob's Tavern with Taunt, Reborn Wind Fury, or Divine Shield have 1/1 for each. So, if your hero gives a Taunt minion Reborn, then it would also get 2/2, right? That's kind of what I'm reading. This makes me feel sad. I think this is so sad. Oh. Dev fact. Initially, this was a flat stat bonus in the minions in the shop had any of these keywords, but scaling for each lets it be extra fun to pick up minions like Bronze Warden. Is it extra fun? Bronze Warden would get 2/2, and then if it got something else like Taunt, it would get 3/3. I don't know. It seems so lackluster. Professor Putricide. Tier 4. Festergut. 5/2 undead. Death rattle, summon a random undead creation. Well, that's kind of cute. You know, it makes a abomination better. And therefore, you go more towards an abomination comp with this hero. So you're not trying to get to 6 all the time. You can kind of stay down at 5. It's cute until it summons the Pudge that nukes yourself. I keep forgetting that there's Pudge in the game and it nukes your whole board. There's no. Okay. All right. Terran Gorfiend. I think I said that right. Shadowy Construct. After a friendly minion dies, give its neighbor 1/1. Okay, this is a tier 3, 3/4 undead. After a friendly minion dies, give its neighbor 1/1. So this is during combat, therefore it's not permanent. This is not permanent. I definitely think it's good though. Like I think things will start to like scale up like. So I think it's good in the early game. By the late game, it's not that impressive, but it has good early mid game tempo for sure. And it's tier 3, so you'll get it early-ish. That's it from me. I hope you are excited about buddies coming back. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for endless content of new buddies. I'm going to make sure to be posting every day with tons of buddy content. So make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments below what your favorite buddy is that is coming to town and what's your least favorite. What are you not too excited about? I know for me, the Enhanso dude mechanic guy was kind of lame. Probably my least favorite. But look at Watfin. So freaking cute. I'm between Watfin and HysteriA Tagwaggle's my favorite. With, oh, I forgot about Lady Vash's. Lady Vash is definitely up there for one of the best buddies. Oh, but hers is nasty. Oh, and the Sire Denathrius is a good buddy too. Dang, there's too many good ones to say my favorite. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Size check. What does that mean?
Size matters, so people can check out what size they are by typing the command size.